On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Washington Huskies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. So the South Carolina Gamecocks headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Crosses the 30 to the 31. Six-yard pickup. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot.
There he goes to the left. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Out wide left, it's Bolden. At the 45, on his way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Raiola. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. First carry of the season. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Indefinite noise. Here's Dylan Raiola. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll run it. It's Saunders. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dumps it off to the flats. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Important play coming on this opening day. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And man, you gotta love the resilience of this defense, man. This has been a pretty long drive. Chewed up some yards. They stayed focused. They stayed hungry. Down here on the goal line, they bowed up their necks, man. Get the big 3rd down stop to force a 4th and goal.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. To the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's piled up 82 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Making the adjustment. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 20. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll take it himself. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Run inside. It's Saunders. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Right back to it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Here's Raiola to throw. Left side is Saunders. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got him.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Unloads it left. Tosses it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Raiola from the gun on third down. Throws to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Fires on the move. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Third down from the gun. Williams. They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. All the way back to the 15. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Hit as he throws. And he avoids the sack.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Now here's Raiola. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Another incompletion on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Raiola. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Williams got out of trouble and throws. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun. Williams on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide left, it's Saunders. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Throwing Raiola. They're all over him. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Williams will pass. Left side, it's Williams.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll give it to Washington. Just smothered on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Williams. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Drops back on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. In the red area, it's Washington. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quick give. It's Saunders. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 3 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Seminoles on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking for a huge play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they try it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
Raiola. Setting up the screen. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down? With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Raiola. Look out. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jet. Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add
This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Number 95, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide right, it's Saunders. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
That pass is incomplete. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Finds us back in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Again, it's Raiola. He's going to take a shot. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide left, it's Bolden.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll send the back in motion. Raiola to the air again. Looking to the big tight end. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down.
Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
it's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Williams looking for a man. Gets open down the middle. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Williams fires to the wideout. It's complete.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Williams on the play fake. Moves to his right. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen